How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to one of my favorite cities in Taiwan, beautiful Tainan City. We're actually just leaving, unfortunately, because me and Alan, who's back there, are in the middle of our Huandao, or Bandao, I guess, because that would be half of the island. And so we are on the way from Tainan to Kaohsiung, and I wanted to talk about how my health has been affected here in Taiwan, because it's rather interesting to me, and I want to be very careful in this video that I don't blame Taiwan. And it's something I've noticed a lot in the comment section of my last video, and a lot of people are saying, you know, Posey, you're getting kind of fat. And I think they're probably right. I think I have put on quite a few pounds, or I know I've put on quite a few pounds since coming to Taiwan. And again, like I said, it's not Taiwan's fault. It's just simply like adjusting to the lifestyle that I'm living here. And I think if you're someone who is like addicted to food or someone who's trying to lose weight, I think staying away from Taiwan might be a pretty good idea, because let me tell you, the food, especially in this city where I am now in Tainan, is notoriously good. That old man's gonna get himself killed. And I just find that I'm eating a lot more now here in Taiwan than I was back when I lived in China. China, although I did love the food in China as well, it was really good. I don't think I was eating as often. I didn't have a normal schedule. I didn't have a normal sleep schedule. And so, you know, I just found that I ate at irregular times and ate less. And I find that here in Taiwan, I eat a lot more. Taiwanese people care very much about their food and their eating times. And, you know, at 12 o'clock every day, every single Taiwanese person takes a break and they eat food and they nap. And it's very relaxed. And I find I'm not exercising as much as I used to as well, because it's of course the weather plays a major factor. I mean, you can see I'm wearing my ama sleeves. I'm also avoiding the sun by not going in it right now. Did you get fat in Taiwan? 有一点. So
just 25 kgs.
Just 25 kgs. What do you think how do you think that happened?
I was fucking lazy and ate too much.
Taiwan's a very easy place to get lazy. It's so relaxed here. I found in China, you know, life was a bit stressful. It's a bit, you know, dipping your toes into the unknown a little bit more. And I found that running, which is something I've always been into, because listen, guys, I haven't ever been fat before. This is the fattest I've ever been, and it's very scary and very sad, I think, and I'd like to make some changes. Because growing up, I was always pretty thin. I mean, I was the shortest and tiniest kid in all through my elementary school. I only really started to grow when I was in junior high school. Oh my God, what are you doing? I find a lot, by the way, in Tainan, a lot of people really do not give you a lot of time. They tend to just turn left, which is kind of freaking me out, but I'm trying to adjust. But anyways, you know, and then my dad, who was rather strict with what we ate and what we did, he had me and all my sisters in sports. I played hockey. You know, he was also very strict about what we ate. He never really let us eat garbage food, so to speak. And so, you know, I think as I grow older, the more I start to respect my father for taking care of me and making sure I had a healthy diet, which is not something I have here. I eat a lot of crap food. I also love to cook. You know, now that I have a kitchen, I find that I'm cooking 3-4 times a week, and I don't cook healthy food, you know what I mean? I like to cook delicious food that tastes good. You know, when I finished hockey, when I stopped playing hockey, I started to run fairly religiously, like every other day in Canada. I moved to China, it was the same thing. I ran because I felt like running was a good way for me. I don't know if anyone else could understand this or attest to this, but I felt like it was a really easy way for me to kind of it's a stress reliever. When I was feeling stressed out, I would just go and run. I just run my ass off until I felt better, and it really helped, especially in China when I was sort of feeling a bit depressed or a bit down. Running really helped me just feel a bit better. It was just, I'm not sure why. I don't know if anyone else feels like that if they run. But here in Taiwan, I feel like my life is just so relaxed. It's so happy. I don't really have anything to worry about. Nothing really stresses me out. I enjoy my job. I go home. I can edit videos. I can play my video games. I don't really feel the need to run. Maybe, is that just me getting older? I'm not sure. Does anyone else, you know, 30 is right around the corner. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. And I think that, you know, another main point of this video is a warning, I think, to people who are moving abroad, because it is easy to lose that self-discipline. And I think that's another main point, is just self-discipline, because, you know, I am drinking quite a lot more here in Taiwan, because not only is the food good, but the beer is good too. And I love beer. And, you know, quitting alcohol, at least trying to reduce the amount of alcohol that you drink, is surprisingly difficult, because it becomes part of your routine. And you really have to be careful with that, because you know, back in Canada, or anywhere, it's socially unacceptable to drink too much or drink too frequently. And, you know, friends and family, hopefully, if you're from a decent place, will, you know, stop you and...
Would you choose to have a low quality or a high quality funeral?
High quality funeral. I've never heard anyone describe a funeral. I don't know if GoPro's getting that.
That's what we said about my granddad's funeral afterwards at the pub. We were like, that
Those
was a
high quality
funeral.
That just sounds really funny in English for my Taiwanese audience. But anyway, so I think that's really one big thing about moving abroad, is that you lose that sort of social, you know, structure there where, you know, there really isn't any pressure on you to take care of yourself. You can kind of do whatever. And I found that I've really lost my self-discipline. It's surprising when you grow up in your own country and you're still in your own country, how much of your behavior and how much of the way you live your life is because of the sort of invisible pressure that's put on you based off societal standards. You're not going to be drinking every day because your family will tell you, you know, will try to get you help or something like that. Not that not that I've gone that far down the road, but I do find that when I get home from work, it's like, I'm an adult. What's stopping me from having a beer? You know, and then over time, or what's stopping me from making fajitas tonight or burritos tonight? And then, you know, now I've got a belly. And now I'm fatter than I'd like to be. I'm overweight, and I really don't like that. And it's showing up in videos, and you guys have noticed it, and so hopefully I can get it together. I mean, you got to take responsibility for these things, and it's easy for me to say it here in the video, but it's a lot more difficult to, you know, to actually make it happen. And I find that, you know, Taiwan isn't the reason that I've gotten fat. I just find that the lifestyle that I have here, which is so relaxed and so pleasant and so lovely and so nice, I just never really felt the need to exercise. And the food, guys, is so good. I can't stop eating it. It's really incredible. And I think that, you know, that plays a big part in it. And also, do you want to stop at that gas station?
Okay.
All right. I also find that living in Taichung, one of the biggest problems for me, I find, is that in Taichung there is the second, or I think it's the third largest coal power plant, or even it might even be the largest, I can't remember. But it's an enormous power plant that just pollutes the air fairly consistently. And you don't want to be running in that, guys. And, you know, I tried like joining a gym. I went on my breaks at work, and I really liked it. I went every other day and I did my exercises, but then the gym closed over land disputes. Maybe I should join another gym to try and get away from the pollution so I can get out there and exercise. Or maybe I'm just making too many excuses. I don't know. But Taiwan has been too nice to me. The food is too good. Taiwan has been too good to me, and now it's time that I start you know, taking better care of myself. And I don't know, I felt like I just wanted to address that because it was something that people commented quite a bit on my videos, but I do know that I'm gaining weight, and I think it has to be dealt with, and I'm going to try and make some better changes. And hey, if you're Taiwanese, comment down below which food do you think I should be eating. What is a healthy Taiwanese dish that you recommend that I'm going to give it a shot? Maybe I'll even learn how to cook it, who knows. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, this sort of personal, random, ranting video on the bikes, click subscribe so you don't miss another one. And me and Elle are going to continue our trip around the island. So yeah, stay positive, keep your stick on the ice, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So as usual, I do have time to read the top comment from last week's video, which was about the cheapest noodles I've ever had in Taiwan, which was a special, interesting noodle you can only get here in Taichung, which I thought the Taiwanese people would be really interested in, just because regional food, you know, people are into that kind of thing. And so let's see what people had to say about these special Taichung noodles. Top comment comes from Logan D. Beck, the one and only, and he says, "Goodness, I really have to teach you guys how to hit a golf ball." Yeah, okay, I'm not much of a golfer. I've never played, I don't know how to do it, I never played it. But anyways, if you guys don't know, Logan is a fellow YouTuber who makes videos about Taiwan, just like I do, but way better. And I've met him before, and he's brought forth some really interesting ideas that are really cool, and so I'm really interested in working with him in the future, because I love his work, and I think we could work really well together. So Logan, if you're gonna come to Taichung, teach me how to hit a golf ball, let's make some videos together. Anyways, that's it for me. I am back, by the way, in Taichung, in my kitchen. I was just filming a Patreon video. Excuse the mess, I know it is messy, and I'm making chili, a really red chili. I really don't know if that's gonna work out very well. So if you're interested in seeing some extra content, go check out my Patreon page where you can support me. It would help out the channel a lot. If you don't want to do that, at least hit the subscribe button. That would really help. But anyways, without further ado, stay positive, keep your stick on the ice, and I'll catch you guys And the next one.